All right, everyone, welcome back. Spin TV's next day coverage of the 2019 European Open. This is lead card, final round action. I'm Nate Perkins, and I'm joined here with four-time world champion Paige Pierce.
Yeah, we get one more crack at the beast today. This course is difficult. You'll be seeing myself, Henna Blomroos from Team Pro Discus, Catrina Allen from Team Prodigy, and Eveliina Salonen from Team Innova.
And it's great to see Eveliina and Henna make the lead card consecutive rounds like they did. They're clearly the two front runners from Finland.
Absolutely. They have so much talent, and it's great to see them lead card of a major, well-deserved, and I feel like it's where they should be.
So you are going into this round with a 15-stroke lead?
Yes.
I can't recall in recent history
Paige Pierce,
a lead that large going into the final round.
Yeah, I can't remember myself having one. That's definitely true.
I mean, you can almost give up a stroke per hole.
Yeah, but the beast,
which is definitely not your game plan.
Yeah, definitely not. I'm still going for this birdie, of course, on hole one here, throwing my suspect.
representing Team Pro Discus and Finland, Henna Blomroos.
And Henna will be grabbing her Madari. She's thrown this one beautifully all week. Hard on a hyzer and letting it to flip up.
Looks like it's just a little high. Might have been a good tree.
Yeah, it might have been. It was kind of coming in hot and high.
And the USA, Catrina Allen.
All right, Catrina getting a little love from her touring partner, Austin Hannum, who's also having a great tournament.
Yeah, he made a lead card appearance in round 3, so that was awesome to see. Catrina,
This
well
looks
thrown.
perfect. Oh, and just a little hot.
Yeah, and this green is very fast, actually. So if you come in hot on that mulch, you are getting a big skip.
Eveliina going with the rock 3.
Yes. She's kind of leaked this one left every round so far. Let's see if she can correct on it. Still a little left, but she's getting close to circle's edge.
Hyvä yleisö.
Gives it a run, just a little too floaty.
And these girls are definitely looking for some redemption on the beast today. You know, they being 15 back, 21 back, and 23 back respectively, they're pretty much out of contention for the win, but they definitely want to put at least one solid round down on the beast.
Yeah, and to get a podium spot at a major, you know, lots of nerves. And we had 3,500 fans here at the beast today, so it's a lot on the line. And as you can see, Catrina's drive was near perfect, and it went all the way back there out of position. You can't even hardly see the basket. So you've got to come into this green softly. I like the variety of the greens out here, because some of them are like Velcro.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them are slanted. It's crazy.
It was 2018 Glass Blown Open. Going into hole 16, I was down one stroke to Ricky Wysocki and Drew Gibson, and they threw out of bounds. My teammate Simon Lazat took the big hyzer. If I can get the stroke, then I'm going to be up by 1 with 2 holes to play. When the shot hit, I knew that I had an incredible opportunity to capitalize on taking home the Glass Blown Open. I couldn't have done it without my PD2.
All right, moving on to hole 2. It's par 3, 116 meters. Got this OB tracing the entire fairway on the left. OB right as well. common plays, the high anhyzer. You've been kind of swinging this one inside, or you're going to start this one wider today?
Trying to for sure, but still putting a little bit too much turn on it, just really overcompensating for the first couple times I played it and going OB left. It's a well-designed hole. I think it's hard to get that late flip you need without flipping it into those trees. Henna throws her lasery real wide, lets it drift on its own. This is how you want to throw the hole. Still a little bit short, though.
Mm-hmm. It's a pretty big shot for the second hole of the tournament.
It is. Catrina with her mid here comes up a little bit short of where Henna is, but also a good shot. Oh, Eveliina's been going with the sidearm here. She can't quite get to the basket with the sidearm, but I think she feels the most confident about hitting that line.
All right. Great looking approach. You running this one?
No, just trying to get it up in the mulch.
Mm-hmm. And you do just that.
Catrina, we're at very similar spots, but she opts for this patent pending.
That would normally be a tricky approach, but I feel like that's like her bread and butter.
Yeah.
I've seen her take that stance just in an open field even.
Yeah.
Oh, and Henna almost drops another bomb on us in the hole too.
Yeah, she hit a huge one on this the other day. Almost the same putt even.
All right, that's a good putt to get things going.
Yeah, the cat left that patent pending a little bit short, but it's always nice to correct, what could be thought of as a mistake. You could think that you left your upshot short and now you got a difficult putt, or you can just walk up there with confidence still.
Hole 3, par 5, 263 meters. We've got OB all along the left. This was actually a change from last year. We were missing a couple trees right off the pad, so they decided to bring the OB in on us. Kind of like the change. Makes you think of your shape a little bit more. We've got OB up to the right along the rest of the fairway. The basket is up on a mound with OB long. Another tricky green. And we've seen you go putter all 4 days now. It's playing for position.
Yeah, kind of turned my wrist on that one. We'll be hitting some trees and landing quite a bit shorter than I had been.
So is it going to be another layup from there?
I wasn't sure yet at this point. It was kind of one of those decisions where I was going to wait till I walked up to it and kind of feel it out.
This shot is huge from Henna.
This is her lasery again.
Oh my goodness. I mean, that's the prime position for any of them in.
She got past that short tee, which is like the best landing spot possible.
Yeah, it's beautiful. And this is Catrina's sticking to her game plan. This is that D1 that she's flipping over. And that's why she's going to be in front of the... That's
how
amazing.
She got in a better position than Henna did. I just... mind blown.
You really couldn't pick up your disc and put it in a better spot than where Cat just landed.
It was amazing.
And that just needs a dig. It can get to the sidewalk, and that's going to be OB. And that's tough because she is just playing that forehand for a safe position.
Yeah, to play safe. So
like
I decided to go for it. Yeah. Just kind of nose up. Honestly, it's way too high and it's nose up and never crosses inbounds up there. So I will be taking an OB stroke just barely in front of where Henna and Catrina are.
And that's the danger on this hole. That second shot can eat you up.
Eveliina putting this one in bounds. She is tucked over there by the sidewalk, but she's been liking it over there. Her approach is really nice from there.
Look at this drive. I mean, it's only 5 meters short of that OB.
You couldn't have got a better spot.
She's going to be past the trees. Yeah. This is amazing.
It really makes your OB, this next shot, you're only carrying OB for about 20 meters, maybe 40.
Yeah, it almost takes the OB that you threw into it, almost takes it completely out of play when you're this far forward, and you only have to worry about turning it over.
Right.
So now you're ripping on that stable defender that we've seen all weekend. And if you get past those, it's a pretty routine upshot. You might have some trees to deal with from there. This is a tricky one because of how low ceiling it is.
Doesn't quite get it high enough to crest over that hill, so she's going to have like an approach from there. Not quite a putt.
Oh, gets a little kiss off the tree. Needs to check. No. Come back. Oh, it does. It circles back in.
It's crazy to see it.
Did you have any idea?
No, I couldn't tell from that view. I knew it was close, and the spotter was taking a while to raise the flag, so I knew something was going on down there.
And this is where Catrina is after 2.
And this is her closest she's been yet for the birdie.
Yeah, Henna and Catrina both just played that hole to perfection. That's a good approach.
Very smooth.
It's a touchy approach right there with the OB, as we saw. Yours was just a little hot. Oh, great putt for your bogey.
Henna, great putt. Also, this one is, she's looking at OB, so that one's a little bit scarier from that side. Eveliina and I kind of have a little bit of relief if we miss that.
Beautiful birdies.
It is a very difficult par 5. That is a good one to get.
Yeah. Moving into the woods of the beast, hole 4, par 4, 155 meters. You want to hit this gap right here. Push and get a slight drift from left to right. This is your landing zone right about here where the grass starts. It's a pretty tricky approach into the green. It slopes from right to left, and we've seen how they react when they hit the ground. They kind of get sucked into those bushes over there.
Or if it's too sharp, you know, you might cut roll over there even. So you can't get it too high or too low. It's really touchy.
Oh, and Henna is correcting on her shots.
Wow.
This is so far up the fairway. It kind of slid back down there to the left, but that shot was really pure. Amazing to see from this angle.
I just don't feel like you can really get it that much farther forward down the fairway. That was her lasery. Cat's going F7 here. Hyzer flip into the right gap. Hits a late tree. Kind of kicks her back towards the center. She says, I liked it. Liked it.
And you've been going putter, and you've actually been putting yourself in good spots with this putter shot. Just like how, like, you know, you release it on Hyzer, but it does so much work for you.
Yeah, it just kind of floats if you get it a little nose up, and through the gap, it's just going to continue gliding. Eveliina is going Color Glow Destroyer, really overstable finish, but it hits a tree, so it kind of stops it from headed towards that road.
So she's out of position. She's going to try and throw this forehand up into the right for her par, and she's going to have another pretty tricky approach. Oh, wow.
Wow. That was a difficult shot.
It's so hard to hit a gap.
Wow. And just the fact that she didn't hit a tree right away was impressive in itself.
Go left. You're asking for it. Yeah, you're going to have a circle 2 putt for birdie.
Eveliina opting for the sidearm here with her FD. Lets it go a little more left than she wants, but she has a good height on it and actually sneaks through to the front side of those bushes. Henna, this is her drive, Nate. This is amazing.
This might be the furthest drive that I saw all weekend.
She goes standstill putter sidearm to pin high.
And we're getting a little glimpse at Henna's potential.
Yeah.
Her ceiling is really high. And for those listening, we need to get all the support we can to get these girls to the U.S. Oh, wow. That is just so beautiful.
That one felt good.
We need a spin back on that one. I want to see that one again. Just the way that hit, low right pocket, perfect putt.
Henna for birdie.
Yes.
Jams it in. Back-to-back birdies on 2 of the hardest holes on the front 9. Probably the 2 hardest holes.
Ah, that one stings. That had a lot of chains. Just enough hyzer to leak left.
So Kat and Eveliina will be taking a bogey on that.
We've seen some nice birdies so far. This is what we want to see. Lead card, final round action. Moving on to hole 5, par 3, 100 meters. Another very tricky approach into this green. It slopes from right to left the whole way, and you have to land it so soft to not get that roll down the hill. After a couple of great birdies, Henna has the box. Needs to sit. And a beautiful shot, but you see it just had too much air underneath it. It's going to be outside of the 20-meter circle. If that gets down, that could be great. Yeah, you're going to have an uphill look at it.
Yeah, circle 2 putt from the left side.
Catrina's been throwing this flippy mid-range.
She knows she put too much angle on it. It's going to get some crazy ground action.
And that's actually a good spot. She's inside the circle, and she's going to have a clean look.
Yeah, and she was kind of similar to that same spot yesterday and hit the putt, so we'll see if she can get it back-to-back days. Oh, yes. That was nice. Not much more you could do from there. It's hard to give it the height you need to get it chain height, but good approach. All right.
And just like you said, back-to-back birdies on this hole from Eveliina.
And she'll take the only birdie on this one and take the box right after getting that bogey. It's a good bounce back. And now hole 6 is another one you could get.
Yeah, par 3, 94 meters, pretty much dead straight the entire way. We've got early trees right here that can bring in the bogey. But pretty much, pick your poison on the straight shot. Do you want to hyzer flip it? Do you want to start it out flat?
Yeah, it's one of these ones where you're staring at it. It's 300 feet, no turn necessary, just straight, but we all choose different discs, different lines, all kinds of stuff.
And that looks like a night strike too.
It is.
Oh, and she just starts it out a little early. Definitely wanted to see that one fly. Shout out to Eveliina for throwing my signature disc. Oh, and she doesn't like it.
Oh.
And she knows why. And she really those discs are just punching forward through the air. This looks perfect.
Yeah, I finally hit the gap. I was super excited about that. Like I was saying, it looks so easy, but it's so hard. That was my gatekeeper.
That was just a beautiful
my new favorite
to watch
disc.
that shot.
Catrina, I've been loving it.
Yeah.
I've been loving that one. Just my straight flyer. Catrina had been going on the right side, so it's good to see her still in the center of the fairway. That one is her flippy F7. She's throwing on rollers, so it's cool to see how much touch she has on that disc on these hyzer flip shots in the woods. Nice and easy approach. Eveliina doesn't really have a putt, so she's going to have to line up this sidearm.
Really?
From inside the circle.
Really?
Yeah, she kind of looked at her putting stance a couple different ways, and the branches were just in the way.
Sweet birdie right there.
Thank you.
Only 5 meters left for that birdie. That was...
You gotta... If you guys watched round 3, Henna had a brutal spit out on this hole, and, admittedly, she said she was thinking about it on this basket. All the baskets are the same, so it's not... and it's not like this basket's particularly on hole 6 doesn't catch. It's just a mental thing, and that just goes to show you how much of a mental game golf is.
All right, moving on to hole 7, par 4, 168 meters. We've got a tight uphill gap, tons of danger on the right. The landing zone right up here on this mulch, which leaves you a pretty tricky straight shot. Again, we've got another sloping green left to right, and there's a cliff right behind the pin.
I love this hole.
Yeah.
I really love this hole. It's a true par 4 that you can birdie if you have 2 great shots, but you still have a difficult putt. But also, if you get a 4, you're not really bummed.
No, par plays here for sure. This hole certainly plays over par for both the men and the women. It's the signature hole on the front 9 for me.
Yeah. Catrina going with her X3. She is changing her disc up. She was throwing her D1 on a hyzer through the gap. She was kind of trying to throw that one flat. Leaked a little left side, but there is no OB. That road that you see is not OB.
And those are the kicks you don't want to see. Hitting just on that left side, kicking down that hill to the right.
Henna's been puring this shot every day, landing in close to the same spot.
She's just
right
getting
there.
so far up the fairway.
Whoa,
And a little
look at this roll.
helpful roll, potentially. It's still going.
Yeah, we were already progressing down the fairway, and we were like, is that your disc? Wow.
Oh, look at
tricky
this.
stance. Beautiful shot, Eveliina. Wow.
Off balance throw, hits the gap, gets it to flip late.
Gorgeous.
And Catrina's got a window right here. Miss it.
Yeah, it's tricky to hit. It's tricky to hit that though, because you don't absolutely worst case is filtering too far right down that cliff. So she's trying to put a lot of hyzer on it.
Yeah, and we see you kind of you put a little bit more hyzer on yours to make sure that you don't filter down that cliff.
I'm kind of thinking, if I get a fortunate little roll over there, maybe I'll go for it, but I'm not really playing this hole for a 3 unless I have a super easy approach.
Man, so Henna's roll actually hurt her quite a bit. She was pinched on that tree, and she had to go to kind of like a staggered stance on that one. It's unfortunate because if it stuck where it did, she would have had the straight shot.
Yeah, and she's been throwing this tee shot so well all 4 days, so it's unfortunate that one got unlucky. She leaves that approach a little bit short. That's going to be a tricky putt, especially looking at the water behind the basket.
Yeah, and she hasn't had the best inside the circle putting numbers this weekend either. Oh, that's for birdie 3 from the knee.
Yeah.
Was that outside the circle?
It was just barely outside, yeah.
Oh my goodness, and you run it.
I was feeling good about it. Like I said, the chains looked big in that moment, and my stroke's been feeling good this week. Catrina also with a great putt. Henna too. They will both be taking pars. And Eveliina will be carding the bogey after that first drive on the right side, but such a good approach that she threw from out of there.
And just beautiful back-to-back birdies from our leader. Hole 8, par 3, 88 meters. You've got a gap right off the tee. You've got a hill to contend with. You've got a low ceiling access into the green, and then this basket is up and on a mound.
And there is a Mando early right there on the right side, but it doesn't really come into play. They just don't want you to go over the parking lot where those people are standing.
A little early release right there with the putter.
Yes.
So Catrina's going with the flippy F7 again. She starts it out on hyzer, but look at it drift.
Beautiful.
Wow.
That is a great shot.
And that tree kept it from getting in the bullseye, but still only 6 meters left for her birdie too. Beautiful shot.
Henna now with her Madari.
This is on a rope. It just needs to miss that tree.
Awesome. Pin high, left side, 15 feet. And Eveliina up next with her FD. Gets a good turn on it. She had been leaking this one out left, and she said out loud, finally.
Those are 3 beautiful drives, and this is almost the same shot.
Yeah, it
just
kind
a
of
little
is.
shorter.
And less uphill, too. I mean, I'm barely off the tee pad, but it just seems a little bit easier because it's less uphill and there's one less tree in front of your shot.
All right.
Eveliina starts us off with a nice birdie here. We have 2 more birdie putts, but they aren't gimmies still. Anything on this mound is difficult, and I have this one to save par.
Just hitting it so strong. Just, you can tell there's a lot of confidence in that putt. And right on the pole for a second birdie on hole 8.
Henna's got the sun shining on her.
All right,
And
and we're going to play
birdie.
this hole 3 down. Amazing.
Awesome. Shout out to Innova for sponsoring the tournament. Shout out to the PDGA for sponsoring this coverage. And, of course, to Spin TV for making this coverage possible.
All right, we're moving on to the multi-golf park hole 9, par 3, 103 meters. Typical play is a forehand moving from left to right on a hyzer, but we have seen some of these women attack the middle gap. Much more technical of a gap.
Catrina going with her mid. She's been going wide and landing on that hillside over where the fans are watching, but decides to go inside this time and hits an early tree. She will have a pretty lengthy approach to get up and down and save par, hopefully.
Oh, and it looks like Henna's corrected on her shot from yesterday. Oh, my goodness. And once again, she gets that last tree. That shot was looking so beautiful. Eveliina going FD, flipping this one up nice. Needs to miss that one.
Yes.
And it does.
She had a great shot on this one yesterday, too. Connected on the birdie. That one's a little bit farther, though. It looks to be outside the circle still.
Perfect angle, just a little low with that gatekeeper. You see both Eveliina and Henna went with the fairway driver, and you have the power to go with the mid-range on that one.
Yeah, I feel like it has better glide, and it just is more controlled in, like, its movement horizontally. So it's not really, like, turning and then hyzering back hard. It just kind of goes with the angle you put on it. Little short from Henna. Not quite sure if she was running or going for it. She has a, 5-stroke lead. I'm sorry, a 7-stroke lead on Catrina for that second place spot. So you would think she doesn't really need to go for it. Eveliina, on the other hand, is trying to catch Catrina and get a podium appearance.
It's a good par save putt right there from Catrina. Yeah, it's interesting, the separation between all our players right here. I mean, we've got 15 between first and second. We've got 7 between second and third. And then another 5 between third and fourth.
Yeah, and then we have Kristen Tatar, who started the round out, I believe, 4 behind Eveliina. And so we're checking the scoreboard, and we are trying to see what it's going to take on this back 9 of the Beast to come out with a strong tournament at our first PDJ Major of the year. Make sure you guys tune into the back 9 and see how this tournament finishes up.